These are the lorongs whereby you can, there's we call them the fish tanks.
I mean, what is fish tanks?
That's where the prostitutes will actually be behind this glass panel with numbers, and these are the licensed so-called prostitution agency where you can go and do something.
Geylang, also known for its good food and durians, is also famous for being Singapore's red light district. The place, which spans nearly 4 kilometers, comes alive at night, and filmmaker Royston Tan lets us in on why he finds the place so intriguing.
To be honest, I love Geylang. I think it's one of the last few places in Singapore that is real. A lot of things, like if you go to Orchard, it's not organic, it's not real. But in Geylang, apart from the red light district, there is like food. There is a lot of old buildings and some subculture. Somewhere around here, I think there is like a mobile karaoke that people just set up. You just pay $1 and just sing karaoke, and on the street. So this is something very real and very gritty. It's not polished, and I'm so worried that this place will get redeveloped.
Royston spent a month speaking to durian sellers, sex workers and mama sans in Geylang for a HIV awareness video that has gone viral online. While getting help from the sex workers to come up with the video's lyrics advocating safe sex, his heart went out to some of them.
This prostitute told me, because she was quite young, she's 19 years old, and she said that the Singaporean married men, they are willing to pay double the price to do it raw, without a condom. Yeah, so, and they still had the kind of mindset, the younger you are, the chances of scoring is lesser. So, and I think this can be a little bit dangerous. Yeah, in fact, very dangerous. So they shared to me these stories. In fact, I think the prostitute, they themselves are more responsible than the customer. Than the customer, yeah.
Promoting HIV and AIDS awareness has become one of Royston's social missions after he produced the short film 48 on AIDS in commemoration of World AIDS Day in 2001. Through his films, he hopes to be a voice for those who are HIV positive.
It's a friend of mine, a working colleague. When he discovered that he's HIV positive, his family disowned him. And he's not even allowed to go back home during Chinese New Year to have reunion dinner. They think that is a disgrace. It's something like what they call 被人瞧不起. Yeah, so, and when he passed away, you cannot have a decent funeral. Back then, I think you couldn't, you have to just quickly send it to burn. You cannot have a funeral procession like the Chinese funeral, that kind of stuff.
You can't even have a wake.
Yeah, you can't even have a wake. So, and when people ask about why does this person, how he died and things like that, and the family just were so ashamed of it. Getting HIV, right, it shouldn't be a disease of shame. Yeah, and nobody should be discriminated because of that. And there were also people who got fired when the employer know that this person is HIV positive. And when this person have not given up on themselves, right, then why should the society give up on them?
So how has Singaporeans' perception of HIV changed in the last 10 years?
The perception has been a lot more open about it. 10 years ago, when we tried to gather stories, it was there was a lot of sadness and things like that. But it seems 10 years later now that with the effort that Action of 4/AIDS is doing, I think a lot of people are more aware of this illness, and they are aware that by sharing utensils and things like that you won't get AIDS. But 10 years ago, people really think that AIDS will the virus will fly through the mouth, and then you can contract this disease.
This year alone, Royston is involved in 3 projects for community group Action for AIDS. So what has Royston been up to since his last full-length feature film 12 Lotus in 2008? Click on to find out.